Good evening to you. Fort Wayne Community Schools is making big changes to the way students get to school and when their days start.
The district hosted a meeting tonight to inform parents and the public of the changes. News Channel 15 Sarah Wagner joins us now with what you need to know.
Well, these changes won't go into effect until next school year, but FWCS wants to make sure parents and students have plenty of time to plan ahead.
It is a change, and we know that can be hard on people.
The change is caused by property tax caps. The district's cutting $2.5 million from its transportation budget and still has more to go.
Right now, we're at about $2 million.
$1.5 million of that comes from enforcing no transportation zones. Elementary students living within a mile of their school won't get bus service. Same thing for middle schoolers living within a mile and a half and high schoolers in a 2-mile radius. FWCS buses nearly 21,000 students daily. The district estimates the change will reduce that number by 4,000 to 6,000.
Creates a more efficient routing system for our drivers so that there isn't so much of a lag time between routes throughout the day.
Part of the plan includes changing the times students would go to school. The high school students would see the biggest change. Their day would start at 9:05 and end at 4:10. That's more than an hour-and-a-half difference from their current start time at 7:30 and their ending time at 2:35. Elementary schools would start 35 minutes earlier at 8:20 instead of 8:55. Their day would end earlier at 2:55 instead of 3:30. Middle school students would just have a 10-minute change, starting school at 7:20 instead of 7:30 and getting out at 2:15 instead of 2:25. Although the changes are due to funding issues, the district says there are some side benefits.
What research has shown and what high school students have been telling us for years, they wish they started school later. We do know that teenagers, they do better if they start a little bit later in the morning.
The downside to a later start is timing for extracurriculars. The district says some of those will more than likely happen before school now. FWCS is also urging parents to contact state legislators to find a sustainable solution to the funding problem.
This is an issue that is affecting schools across the state because it is a tax cap issue, and sooner or later just about every school district is going to run into this issue.
If you weren't able to make it to tonight's meeting, the district is hosting 4 more. There are 2 more this week at Snyder and Wayne High Schools. You can also attend 2 next week at Southside and Northrop High Schools. All 4 of those meetings will run from 6 to 7:30 p.m. FWCS also wants parents to look out for a personalized letter for each student. Those should be sent home the last week of the month. Sarah Wagner, News Channel 15.